What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tay, and I'm back with another video. So this is a TV review on Zatima episode 3 and 4. Let me tell y'all, I love all the belly rubs, okay? Zach stays rubbing up Fatima's belly. We gotta love it. But then it's to that point of Nate and Belinda was just on my screen too much. We get 30 minutes, okay? And it barely be 30 minutes by the time you add the ending credits and then like what previously happened, right? So them continuously showing Nate and Belinda, and then yo, Twitter had me weak because it was that one moment, you know, when they was getting all freaky, and I'm like, skip. I was already pissed off at them. I think that's one reason where like anytime I saw Nate and Belinda on my screen, I skipped past it. And it's like, what could y'all possibly say that's gonna be like something I need to know? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie, any Nate and Belinda scene after the first one, where they were going back and forth for 3 to 5 minutes. It felt like 3 to 5. Probably won't even that long. About, you need to tell Zach. You need to tell Zach. You're not going to be a great friend if you don't tell Zach. I'm like, girl, you don't even know how to be a great friend, okay? So get out of here with that. Like, you really, I don't know. I don't know what she wants from Zach, but she wants something. That one night stand got her so caught up in the head, it ain't even funny, right? So we got that. But then we also did get the cute Zach and Fatima moments because, you know, we had the bathtub, not the bathtub scene. What's that? Yeah, the bathtub scene when they were talking it out. Now, I will admit, Twitter is funny, a funny place, because basically y'all know when Fatima was like, hey, so what's your mom's favorite color? Zach didn't know. Why is somebody talking about her favorite color white? Y'all will not let Miss Gladys rest. Y'all is crazy for that one. But yeah, like all the belly rubs, all the cute scenes with them. And then it was also the scene. Zach is a little creepy, bro, because the way this man is just staring at her as she sleep, I'm like, bro, at first, I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm like, oh, he about to see the bruise, but my bad. Fatima goes to sleep in a full face of makeup and wake up in a full face of makeup. Like, bro, chill out with that. Even the lipstick being still on is like crazy. I'm like, y'all can make it a little bit realistic. Take the lipstick off. Like, what do you mean you're going to sleep with a full beat? Like, bro, but it's cool. Fatima been doing that, like, okay? So, yeah, we had that moment. And then, you know, this man made her breakfast in bed, you know, sitting by her bedside, right? She was only sipping on the orange juice. Only sipping on the orange juice. You couldn't eat a piece of fruit or something, like, bro. And everybody like, yo, you know you eating for two and you just sipping on some orange juice? Like, bro, come on, man. Orange juice. But it's okay. It's cool. It's cool. I respect it. I respect it. Ain't no problems there. And then also, you know, it's always the sisters that's getting bought up. So we did get Danny bought up because Preston, he did come over the night before and he was like, I got the money, Zach. And you know, that was good. Zach needed that. It was like a little bit of relief that he needed. He found it within Preston. Like, shout out Preston. But then also, it was super cute. In that moment, it was a cute Zatima moment because you got Zach asking if Danny knew that, you know, Preston like rich. He rich, right? And then you got Fatima coming outside asking that same question. Hey, you know, does Danny know you're like this? Like, does Danny know you're loaded? Because Danny was just like, I don't know. Half of me, like, I love Danny. I love Danny with all my heart. Like, she dope. Like, up next to Fatima is Danny. But I just felt like, you know, she just, when it came to Preston, she didn't give him a chance. She didn't try to get to know him. And, you know, so it was just cows. I'm like, Danny, you got to at least try to, like, you know, make something else shake. But she won't having it. So, boom, we got, you know, that cute Zatima moment where it's like, you know, look, I asked that same thing. I'm like, oh, my God, they're just so cute. But also, you know, we saw that crash out coming at the end of the episode. I'm sorry, I had to skip to the end. Because like I said, these episodes really, well, for me, I don't even think I said it. Okay, I'm going to be honest. These last 2 episodes really did not give me much. Because I felt like we got a lot of Nate and Belinda on our screen more than I needed. Because it's like, what story are they telling? Like, what storyline does this fit into besides the fact that it's, you need to tell Zach, you need to tell Zach. With the overly obsessed Belinda. Like, I'm like, I don't need to see them on my screen. I mean, the barbershop scene was a little bit relevant because now you know how, that's why I think Zach finds out at. But I'm going to get into that. I have a predictions episode because I think it's finally coming together for me these next few episodes. I think I finally got it worked out, okay? So we got to talk about that next. But yeah, then we also had, okay, y'all know that accident looked real bad with Bryce in it. But like, when you see it, I'm not saying it won't bad, but it was like, oh. Like, no, like, I wanted to sound funny because he just had his crash out. Oh, my mom, my dad said this. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, not Zach. Bryce. So then he gets in the car accident. But like the way the like trailer made it look, you like, oh my gosh. It wasn't even that bad. But, you know, Angela's like crying and Sean's like right next to her. And I'm like, Angela, right? Also, we're not about to talk about how Deja still got this lawsuit towards Fatima. Like, I'm confused. Girl, I thought we wrapped this up last season when Fatima recorded that video of you. Mind you, I thought you was, like, trespassing. in their backyard. I don't know, y'all. Look, hey, okay. We'll see where that goes. So the first 2 episodes, like I said, these first 2 episodes of a season will tell you what to look forward to. But I do think like the 4th episode is leading us into the Zach and Fatima crash out. The Zatima crash out is definitely on the horizons. I felt it because, you know, at the end, you got Fatima talking to Connie. Also, Connie saying that her and Fatima, you know, like basically Fatima, we eventually gonna be cool. Like, just wait on it. I'm like here for it. I don't feel like Connie's a bad person. I know she had her one mishap when it came to telling Jeremiah, but I'm excited to see how that works out. But in terms of like, you know, at the end, we had them talking, Fatima and Connie, and then Zach's coming down. I'm like, oh shoot, Fatima, baby, you just gotta tell him. At this point, you do, because here's the thing. They're playing a terrible game of telephone, right? Everybody is finding out, and it's like, nobody really knows. I can't even say Jeremiah really knows what happened, because he might have been, you know, I don't know if they remember stuff like that, or like what they really did. I don't know if they remember the actions. But then we have Fatima that's like, does she remember? Because at one point she said she didn't remember. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of hard to like really say, like, does anyone ever... I mean, we know they got cameras down there, and, you know, Andy got them cameras installed. So it's like, what version will Zach get? I think that's the truth. Like, what version will Zach get, and will Fatima ever tell him the truth? Because we saw what happened. Like, us viewers can be like, look, Zach, this is what happened. But everybody else is playing like a real crazy version of telephone, and it's not, you know, when it gets to that final person, Zach, it ain't gonna come out right, because there's so many different versions of people. You know how people add on to it. Hey, look, so what I heard is, and that's exactly what it is. What I heard is, boom. Either way, Zach gonna crash out because you laid hands on his pregnant fiance. Also, I did enjoy the scene with them in the bed. Let me talk about that. When, you know, he had just made her breakfast in bed, he stared at her creepy self, looking at her as she sleeps. But, you know, Fatima was like, either way, I would have had you. When it came to the money, and Zach's like, nah, just, you know, because it brought back the flashbacks of Karen. But you got to think, Fatima accepted you when you had nothing. Like, Fatima literally was like, hey, come stay with me. Like, you're good. Like, I got you. Like, it was never like she, you know, she didn't seem like, you know, she made fun of you on a bite. But Fatima was chill. Like, she was really trying to, like, rise you up. Like, so it's like, bro, she's different. You could have, you know, she wasn't about to sit here and make a big deal. Like, so that's my thing. I truly feel that's the one time Karen did get brought up. Yes, that's the difference between Fatima. Like, Fatima is going to ride for her man regardless. And, like, you know, she's in her soft girl era, but it's still so sad because she got to sit here and fight all these people, bro. Like, gosh, dang. Like, but it's okay. Like, I'm super excited to see these next 2 episodes. But staying up until 3 a.m. for today's episodes just really was, like, underwhelming. I mean, I am enjoying Oh, now this was a funny scene too, though. So, you know, Preston knocks on the door. Fatima invites him in. They sit on the couch for like 10 seconds, if that. And then they get up. You know what? You know, you just tell I came over. I'm like, bro, y'all just sat down. At least, like, you know, like, come on. At that point, you should have just stood at the door and said what you had to say. But that's when, you know, Zach did come down. So it worked out a little bit. And Zach with his drink in his hand, like they said, bro, drop it. We ain't about to start that. That's why, like, the crash out, like, this crash out about to be crazy. But yeah, yo, that's my review. I think the episodes, if I had to rate these last 2, was maybe like a 6.5 out of 10. It wasn't bad. It's just like, it was just a lot of like dead scenes, you know, where them scenes that are like filler scenes. These just gave filler episodes. That's exactly what it gave. And then the cliffhanger really made me mad. I'm like, really? Now we gotta wait a whole nother week. But it's cool. Like, I'm gonna be patient. Thank y'all for tuning into my review. And that's all I got for y'all. Deuces.